the key is, the most beautiful and the main message is that with that fit body comes a fit mind. And I think they go so much hand in hand. And then once you have both those things together, then if you put in the spirituality aspect of this entire thing, it makes a person complete. And we have that perfect example in front of us in the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So no, it's not just physically fit and not just mentally fit. It's all put together beautifully in the person of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then obviously then in his perfect servant, the promised Messiah Alayhi Salatu Wasalam. Now, these men, they were spiritually fit, physically fit, they were mentally fit. Talk about the stuff that they went through. And that to me is like the most important thing that we can learn, from the life of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the promised Messiah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as well as being his perfect servant. So in terms of working out, I would like to start off with working out. Obviously, that's like one aspect, but it trickles down. There's such a huge domino effect that just comes through with life, with mentality, the way you look at life, your heart set, mindset, soul set. It just brings it together. And starting from my high school days, high school is where everything starts. You have so much around you, and you want to experiment so much, and there's so much peer pressure, and it's quite silly. You look at it like right now, back in the days, going to a high school, and you look at all the things that are going around you, and the peer pressure over the silliest things, and the silliest things we would get depressed about. People are comparing clothes, people are comparing who you hang out with, even what lunch you're eating. If you don't afford lunch, eating lunch every single day in the cafeteria, and you're packing your lunch, even that has an impact. And I'm talking about from personal experience. This is something that, okay, oh my, you know what, I don't think I afford to buy lunch every single day from the cafeteria. And if you pack lunch and you're a bit embarrassed, okay, I have some desi food in my bag, is it gonna smell? Oh, people are like, what is that smell, man? What do you? So all those things have that impact, and it becomes like this mental baggage that we carry all throughout our young years. And I think, and that causes us to make certain decisions which are not wise. But at the same time, it has an impact on our personality as we grow older. So I think it's really important that I mentioned this, that the first thing I remember, when I was growing up in high school, all these influences were there. And nobody can take away from what the parents can do for us as children when you're growing up. That aspect of moral training, that aspect of connection with the Jamaat, that aspect of going to the masjid or the salat centers for prayer, this does not replace that. However, the real struggle that starts is from within. As we're getting older, like 14, 15, 16 years old, that's when we have these questions in our mind. Okay, what is faith? Who am I? Am I a Pakistani kid from or am I an American because my parents are Pakistani and I'm living here with these Americans? Am I comfortable in my skin? I'm a brown guy. I'm surrounded by all these white people. And you're looked down upon to a certain degree. Everybody faces that in their own capacity. I'm not saying this is what everybody goes through, but personally for me as a Muslim growing up in the U.S., going to a school in Groveport, Ohio, completely, I was like the only brown guy there. And to be very honest, there was a lot of bullying involved. And what happened is then you almost want to lose that identity. I want to get rid of this. I don't want to be a Pakistani Muslim anymore. I don't forget this. I want to be like them. But Alhamdulillah, one thing is for sure, and that's what Quran teaches, to pray for your children a lot, because a father or mother's prayer for children is really important. Like our parents, they wake up at nighttime and pray for their children. That's what we should be doing as parents. Now I'm a parent and I understand that there's a huge responsibility. So the grace of God is always there. The mercy of God is there as well as we act, as we do the good deeds. However, we're always there on that edge, especially as youngsters. And not saying as you grow older, there are different challenges. So the challenges are never going to go away. So don't get me wrong about that. But in those high school years, that's what I remember. that Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, everything was going well, the masjid and, my Jamaat stuff and whatever. But those questions were popping up. They were popping up. I was getting under the peer pressure as well of the people around me, hey, this guy's a terrorist, he's a Muslim, all those things are happening and they're going to happen. People are so ignorant, especially in high school. It's going to forget people, forget youngsters. Even you see outside, you go to the street, there people are still ignorant about that. But I remember that I used to love basketball, and that was my passion. And one day, as a freshman, we entered the gym, and they're like, "So we're gonna just like lift a little bit here and there." I'm like, "Okay, let's try it. So what is this?" So I got into the squat rack and started squatting, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is more fun than basketball. And the main thing for me with working out, that's when I basically got hooked on working out. Because the main thing for me was that working out did not require me of finding a group of people who are playing the same activity or doing the same activity. That was just me against me. So every single morning or every single day when I would work out, I was pushing myself and I was fighting with myself to improve. And it did not matter if, obviously, the social aspect is good in sports. We need that. We have it in the Jamaat. There's a reason why we have an entire department. We have sports competitions. It's there. But in my personal experience, I felt that, I control what happens in my mind and in my body, and in that 1 or 2 hours I'm giving devoted to working out. That's it. So if I don't do what I want to accomplish or I don't make it, I'm the only person I can blame is me. Now, say, for example, you're setting up a basketball game, your friends are going to let you down. They're not going to show up. And you can, oh man, I'm just turning around myself. It's not the same. But when you're focused with like working out, it's just, you can always just put it on yourself, And I love that. I love that responsibility factor, that I have nobody else to blame but me. And that's like one main important thing to learn in life. When things go haywire, when stuff goes not under your control, let's not look at left and right and look for people or situation or things to blame. Let's just look within. And that's when I have grown the most. If I start say, okay, this is on me. I messed up and this is why this has happened. Now let's improve. Now, it's not only just that, because if you stay in that mindset, one can easily get depressed or get into self-pity, depression. But I think what can motivate, a person when you're in that state, when you're saying, okay, this stuff has happened to me and I have nobody else to blame but me, but you have to bounce back. And that bounce back factor is key. And that's what I learned in working out, by the grace of Allah. Because now I'm going to compare how working out actually helped me with spirituality. There's so many similarities. First of all, is the intent. Why am I working out? Now, there's different reasons. Some people, they work out to get attention. Some people of obviously the opposite sex, that's there. Some people just work out just for vanity. They want to look good. But one key reason for working out is to express our gratitude to Allah Ta'ala for what He has given us. If you look at our body, we have all our limbs, we are healthy, right? There's so much that is taken for granted every single day by ourselves. And working out is something that you can say that Allah Ta'ala, you have given me this body and I want to take care of it. I want to get stronger. I want to improve every single day so that I'm in gratitude to you. So I want to work out and make this, body, improve this body, get stronger and stronger every day. And not only that, don't stop just at expressing gratitude. Then you're also saying that I want to give this body in your service. So I want to serve the Jamaat. I want to serve Islam. I want to do something for humanity. I want to be that strong person who can help others. Also want to be, because if a body is strong, the mind is strong. Then, your relationships with your friend, your family, they're all better. So with working out, it's not that it's every single time it's a struggle. It's not that it's going to be easy. Some days I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to think about, okay, I have to actually make myself get up and work out. And sometimes it's going to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes I'm going to delay it on purpose because I don't want to, because it's, at the end of the day, it's an uncomfortable thing to do. is you're basically trying, or you're training your brain. So for all these years, I've been training my brain to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. That is basically what the gist of working out is. What makes you, or what makes me go, is that I'm genuinely just hooked on it. Like that feeling of the pain that you see, like during your workouts, is actually a painful experience. However, what kept me going and what kept me really, really excited about working out was that after each and every single workout, I could see the results. And I think that's what it is.